Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides bringing you my Wario World No Damage run, and today we are doing the first level of World 4, which is called Mirror. Hold on, I'll have to remember, it's like Mirror something, Magic Mirror? Or is it, give me a sec, it'll come up eventually. Anyway, so, I can't continue on unless I figure out the name of it. Mirror Mansion, that's what it was called. So, this is the first of World 4, but it's not even what I would even consider, like, incredibly difficult. I did have a few hiccups here and there, but for the most part, routing it was actually relatively simple, so... And most of the minigames were actually kind of simple, too, so... this is the first minigame you get to do, which is nice. Nice, simple, clean, Simon Says type thing, and you just... You can just follow along and then hit the blocks. I mean, if it was the type where you have to wait for all of them to be done, then it would probably be harder, but other than that, it's not really that bad. Also, be careful of these flying blocks. Also, that was pretty cool, though. I got really lucky with the RNG of these blocks flying down, so yeah, you want to be careful of them. With this guy, I don't recommend using him for this, because he's so slow to wind up. I mean, granted, you get like an instant one, but still. Also, grab this guy here. Don't worry about the birds, just grab this guy. Grab the Magan version, or whatever they were called, of him, and just, you know, don't even mess with the birds. They have weak health, but they have this attack where they sort of do like a weird type counter move. It's not really a counter, but they charge up for an attack after they've taken a bit of damage, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. So it's one of those types of things where I feel like it's just so uneven and unequal that I just don't even really want to bother with. Don't be like me and forget to hit the lion. I did that a couple of times and I wondered why the hell it wasn't going anywhere. So, best part about this level is the fact that when you're not actually going for 100%, it's not too bad. The worst part about this level is these door areas here, which kind of sucks considering the fact that the only thing I think about nowadays is P5 with its second boss fight, whose name is escaping me. It starts with an M, I think it was. But originally, his boss fight reminded me of this from Wario World, because I played Wario World first, of course, but I haven't played Wario World for a good hot minute, and now it's like I'm coming back, and now I'm starting to think of his boss fight and stuff, too, and it's like, So, yeah, real quick, to explain all the different attacks, the ice ball and the rock ball, they just fall down. There's nothing special with them. But the fire and the electric attack, the fire actually kind of sort of follows you. Typically, like, depending on which side it's on, it doesn't really matter if it's left or right. They'll typically go the other direction. And with the fire, though, it can actually just sort of home in on you. The electricity doesn't really technically do that. It does a little bit, but not too much. Usually with the electric attack, it kind of just hugs like the bottom of the wall, and then it like the foreground, and then it just, yeah. Also, when you can just grab the crystal, fall off, and you still pretty much have it. So that's just a fun little trick for anybody that wanted to use that to your advantage. It took me an embarrassing long amount of time to figure that out. Also, there's like nothing over there for us to get, so just climb on this little ladder thing, and there we go. But yeah, what the heck was I talking about a second ago? I lost my train of thought. It's one of those cases of, I think, like, I've been playing this game all damn day, and I've just been wanting to get this stupid thing over. It's not even like a stupid game or like a bad game. It's one of those things where, like, it just caused me so much pain and suffering that I'm just now like, I just want this over. I just want it all, like, rendered and uploaded, which I believe by the 2nd of April it should be good. So then, I can finally take that big-ass hiatus I've been wanting, and then come back for my next guides, which I don't want to spoil it yet. And you also heard that right. I said guides. There won't be 2 going on at once, but there is going to be quite a few ideas I have in mind, and I'll explain that in the last episode of this. So if you guys are watching this one, most likely the others should be, in theory, uploaded by then. If not, well, just wait until episode 13, I think it is. This minigame right here is actually kind of fun. I like this one. And also, speaking of which, Pecan Sands has some pretty fun ones. Which I ended up actually avoiding the Mario 64 style one. I always call it Mario 64 because it always reminds me of the Rainbow Ride. area. I'm trying to remember one specifically, like the one where you're getting like the blue coins and the red coins in Mario 64 Rainbow Ride, and that's what we'll see later on. But yeah, you also saw that right. I actually did grab the pillar by the side. I don't remember exactly how the heck I was even able to do that, but yeah, you know, things happen. So what can you say? What can you do? Also, I don't know exactly how to even avoid that arena. I don't think there is any particular way you can do that. But we go over here because over here does have another minigame area, which is nice and nifty. Also, you don't have to do like the 3-hit combo. You could just do like the 1-2, 1-2 type thing, and they go down like 3 hits regardless, which is nice. But I just kind of messed up most of the time and just, you know, just said screw it. Also, I like to call these falling blocks stamps, so you'll probably hear me say that a couple of times. The thing with this section, this is not a really bad minigame. It's just stick to the left. Don't go the right way because that has spikes. I don't even know if the right could even allow you to have stuff. By the way, before it did that last turn on that second to last block I was on, you can jump from that block to there, but I just said, screw it, I'm not taking that risk. I know I did before a few times, but I'm not taking that risk. Speaking of risk-taking, oh my lord, this part sucks. I think they want you to outrun the spike, but I feel like it's almost nearly impossible to do. Also, if you do a jump like that, make sure you hold up the entire time. Even when you fall and you feel like you have it, just hold it up until you know for sure that you are safe on that fence or on that climbable wall, because it's just incredibly dangerous. Speaking of incredibly dangerous, this part right here, actually, this was just a random chance minigame I just decided to do. This is actually one of the more easier ones. It takes a little bit of timing, but I've always found it kind of relatively simple after I've learned it back in the day. But ever since then, it's just been relatively easy enough to actually do. It's just, if you do fall off, which I noticed after I landed, thankfully, on the other side, if you do fall off, you have to start over, which sucks because there's no ladders or really any way of getting back up there. So yeah. But back to speaking about dangerous stuff. So these bastards in the mirrors, they suck too, but you get used to it. So these guys have a really weird, wonky attack. They have this strange laser ball thing that I think only shoots in one direction. But even then, still, it's so weird. Also, take out those two while you're doing a spin, because those guys they'll just hammer you home. It's not fun to be around them. But here we go. We're basically essentially on the last parts. There is a minigame to the right if you want to take on that one. It's one of those ones where like you hang onto the ball and then you launch at the very, like, you know, ass end of it. But yeah, here we go. Second door. And by the way, this one gets faster with his attacks. Also, the other attack he does is not really much of an attack, but he just drops the snowman. So you can use it to attack his hands. I think you can actually attack the head, but it's just easier just to attack the hands. Now, do be careful, though, because when he's summoning, like, fire or electric, there is a chance that you could probably still get hit. I had it happen once while I was underneath the arm and attacking, but the best time to attack is, of course, when he's not activating something, and then attacking, like, you know, in the forearm, or, like, basically the upper arm, and not attack the actual hand itself, so that way you can get the damage on him. And I was just essentially just sitting here like, come on, dude, like, you know, just send one out, like, it's so close to being done. And what's funny is, like, when I got to this part, real quick, you're gonna see a real lucky shot right here. So it looked like the fire basically just got me. Also, be careful of that block. I don't remember if I got hit by it at any point, but I was destined and damn sure I was not gonna get hit by it. This part was scary as hell. But yeah, so with the hands, you can. What's the word I was looking for? I don't know. I think I basically said all I needed to say. I'm sorry. This game has ruined my brain tonight, so I spent practically literally I think like all day just doing this. But I did watch the first Transformers movie again. By first, I mean of the Michael Bays, not the OG stuff, but which one day I would like to. But I did watch Michael Bays, and it was fine. It's a pretty fun movie every once in a while. Some stuff kind of sucks, but like I like the giant robots. At least I can say that. At first I was like, I don't know if I like the designs, but like seeing them in action's fine. But looking at him from like posters or just like pictures, just like whatever. Also, I think this guy's name is MC, like EMCEE, and he's a weird boss. So his health is very strange. I think he has like maybe like 4 or 5 hits before he disappears, and then you do these cup and ball minigame, which by the way, I absolutely love minigames like this. These are some of my favorites. I've always loved these in video games and stuff. I don't know, I was always just relatively good at them. Because, like, you know, you get really, really fast with some of them, and I just kind of just always liked them going at, like, super speed. When it comes to, like, figuring this stuff out, my best general advice is, well, mainly just paying attention, but, like, it's hard to explain, like, anything. Also, whenever he's doing that, when charging with that attack, just dash away. He only goes in, like, one direction anyway, which is nice. Like, what I do to see these better is I just kind of don't focus on anything particularly. I just kind of, like, again, it's really hard to explain, but I usually try to see everything all at once, if you know what I mean. I look at everything all at once, so I kind of, like, train my eyes to, like, look in the middle, and then from there, spread out at the same time. And then, essentially, from there, I kind of just remember, okay, which one to go in, and I just kind of follow my brain rather than my eyes. So, again, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I'm just relatively good at those types of games, I guess. I don't know why. It just was. I've done them so many times. I like them. Mario Party, Mortal Kombat, that kind of crap. You throw them in, I like them. So, yeah, again, like, there's nothing really to explain about the boss besides just that. So, that's it. Now we'll be heading into Pecan Sands, the last level. So, I'll see you guys then. Take care, everybody.